Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I've got a bunch of raw pickups here. I'm gonna start with these. These were all purchased from the same seller on eBay. He's one of the people I follow to pick up cards in bulk from. I'm gonna be trying to start to do some selling and stuff on Whatnot. So a lot of these are cards that I feel like would be good to go on Whatnot. You know, they're either low numbered or parallels of star players, and I'm usually able to pick them up for, you know, $1 or $2 per card on average. So we'll start with the first half of the stack here. So again, not sure exactly what the order total was. I could have pulled that up, but I didn't. But we've got a Matt Jones gold, 50 out of 50, so that's a bookend. That's an auto. We've got Dallas Wilson. This is numbered to 350. And then these cards here are just throw-in. So if it's not sleeved up in a top loader, it's a throw-in, similar to one of the videos in the past. Here is a Shrimp Gold to 2025. Don't know who that is, but Stadium Club insert. There's some more throw-ins. We've got a Peyton Pritchard. This is the Golden Mirror variation. I got this. This was in a lot with, I think, the next couple of cards, and I believe I bought it for like 25 bucks for all these. So I got that. And a couple Hugo Gonzalez rookies there. So all that for 25 bucks. Seems like a pretty good price on the Golden Mirror to me. Then there's a couple of throw-in cards. Then we got Tyrese Halliburton gold, numbered to 2025, and then a few more throw-in cards here too. You know, it's nice to get in throw-ins that could still potentially have some value or be used on something like Whatnot. So my goal, don't know when this video is coming out, but I think January 10th or so, I'm going to try to do a Whatnot stream. So I've got a bunch of videos coming out, or that have come out, that were on me opening up packs that I got for around Christmas time for the holidays. So I know not as many people are interested in watching those, but I like making the videos, which is why I make them. So go ahead and comment down below videos that you like to see. Obviously, you know, the sales and the pickups and grading seems to be the most popular, but I've had some comments in the past of people requesting videos on different things. So go ahead and drop those down in the comments, and I will go through the rest of the cards I picked up from the seller. So we're starting this off here with the Spurs Sand Glitter team card there. And then obviously a bunch more throw-ins here. We got a Paul George gold numbered to 2025. I've said this in plenty of my past videos, but 2025 tops. Paul George, in my opinion, I don't know. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer, but I'm trying to pick up and hold a bunch of the Hall of Famers golds just because it's the first tops in a long time. And then here's his purple numbered to 250. There's a bunch more throw-ins, but like you can see, we've got some sand glitters that are just thrown in. Like even a card like that could sell for a few bucks. Caleb Douglas blue, numbered to 150. Bunch of Stadium Club basketball thrown in there. Durant on the green foil, numbered to 299. That one I might check out to grade, honestly. And then there is a Shaq gold, numbered to 2025. And then there's a Shaq optic. So those are some nice cards there. We've got Moses Moody on the sand glitter, Draymond Green on the sand glitter. Here is a Tristan Newton rookie X-Fractor from Finest, AJ Johnson gold to 2025, and Andrew Wiggins gold to 2025. Jabari Smith Jr. gold out of 2025. A couple throw-ins there. Then we've got a Cam Johnson gold to 2025 and a Jalen Wilson gold to 2025. So a lot of golds I picked up, and a lot of them were packaged together in like lots of two that I placed a $1 bid on in one. So I was getting those for probably about 75 cents a card for the golds. And obviously the golds are probably the most collectible or have the highest value for what they're numbered. There's over 2,000 of them, but they'll still hold more value than cards that are lower numbered. So that's all those bulk pickups. Obviously still got this stack to go through here. So these are more so singles that I picked up. A couple of smaller lots, but mostly singles. So this one here is Sleek Finishers Jason Tatum gold geometric. That is numbered 250, so that's going to be a good one to look at for grading. Here's a card that this is like one of the prospect cards I've got on my spreadsheet. Reed Shepherd green prisms picking these up for $5, trying to look them over for grading. I think that he could hold some good value come playoff time. I think the Rockets are one of the better teams in the NBA this year. This here was a lot that I picked up. I picked up the Hyman, or I guess these were throw-ins. The Crosby and this Young Guns, Jack Thompson, were throw-ins. But I picked up the Cousins and then the Hyman numbered to 50. This really wasn't that expensive. I mean, I don't know what the price on it was, but it was a very good deal. So, yeah, probably won that for under $10, I'd imagine. And then 2 throw-ins, I believe. All right, this one here, probably the biggest card in this pickup here. We've got 2017 Topps Chrome Aaron Judge. This is his base card. Bought it for probably 105 to 110 is what I picked it up for. So going to be looking over that for grading. Got some stuff from Quick Consign. So a Sasaki, Sapphire, Bowman, Emmanuel Sharp. Got a couple of his autos. Pretty big on him. I've been saying he's the best player on Houston. I'm a big Houston fan. I think Kingston Flemings might be their best player, like their go-to player. Obviously, he's probably played better the whole season than Sharp. Oh, bump the camera. But I really think that he is their playmaker. And then this here, Evan Stewart. So I'm filming this after the quarterfinals were played for the college football playoffs. So I've got a bunch of videos I'm putting out, basically doing one a day. So this is coming out a bit after I recorded it, but probably still before the semifinals are played. And I think he might be back for the semifinals. I'm not sure, but bought his auto. So happy with that card. Here is a whammy Jackson Trio. So these are case hits out of Optic and Donruss for baseball, but I really like the whammies. I know that it's not licensed, but I don't think a card like this needs to be licensed. Like the color blasts and kabooms of players of like Ohtani and Judge and even like Trout, those sell really well. So I don't see why whammies, can't get up there in that price. And they're specific to baseball. So I think that's unique too. It's not just, oh, I'm chasing kabooms. It's I'm chasing this one, case hit for baseball. So Jackson Trio. I actually just purchased his gold out of 10 whammy as well on eBay. That hasn't come in yet. Here's an Ohtani X Factor. Going to be looking to grade this one, 2024 Topps Chrome. And then some more nice cards here. Got to look over for grading. So Kurtz, this is the Sky Blue Refractor. I'm pretty much done buying Kurtz stuff right now, I think, unless I find good deals on it. But he's really hot. I just think his prices will go down some this season. They're just so high. I mean, unless he hits 50 home runs, I don't see them staying where they're at. I do think that he's going to be a great player long-term, potential future Hall of Famer. I've bought some of his red hot rookies from Bowman that, right now are worth $100 because of his rookie of the year. But, if he makes the Hall of Fame, that adds $1,000 onto him. So that's kind of like a really long-term play on those. But next up, Ohtani, these prices are just skyrocketing. I remember when I made my Excel spreadsheet, and that's where I bought the rest of these cards from, was cards that I think have good value and good gem rates for grading. They were like 55 or $60. I think $60 is the value I put on them. Most recently, they're going for about 80, and that's just raw. So, PSA 10s are up over 350 now, I think, which is just crazy. But another card here, Kurtz Refractor. This one's looked good. I've had a few that I bought that are off-center. Those are just bad purchases by me. In my opinion, you should never buy an off-centered card off eBay, or a significantly off-centered card. They were pretty significantly off-centered, unless it's for PC or you just really want that card and it's an older card, or there aren't many of that card and you want that and to grade. I don't know why you'd want to buy an off-centered card to grade, but yeah, this one looks centered. Should never buy off-centered cards off eBay. That's the one thing that you can almost guarantee to tell from the pictures is centering, because it's really hard to manipulate that. You can manipulate it with camera angle. I've gone over this before. So if I take a picture like this, now the bottom is going to look thicker than the top. And if I tilt the angle like this, now the top looks thicker than the bottom. So if you're seeing people with really weird angles on their cards like that when they're listing them, and they aren't a really good straight on shot, which usually for videos I try not to use too straight on because that ring light, they're probably trying to manipulate your view of the centering of a card. The last two cards, all Edge Ohtani's 2024 and 2025 Topps Chrome. $5 cards that if you grade in the gem, 75 to 80 bucks, or 65 to 70 to be conservative. So they're pretty good gem rates. So that's it for this video. Bunch of just raw cards, whatnot inventory, potential cards to grade. Not really anything that I'm going to be holding on to for too long, hopefully, in these. And then obviously you got to figure out what to do with this now. Just a bunch of filler throw-ins, which I've got quite a bit set aside now from this seller. So hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe. Comment other video ideas down below, like I mentioned, as well as what you think of these cards. eBay store and ComC store are both linked in the description if you're interested in purchasing anything from me. As always, thank you for watching. 2K for life. Peace.